Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Tailored Expressions. I'm super excited to share some new Foilable products. I'm using the Balloon Party and I'm going to be creating 2 cards for you today. So here are those Foilable sheets. There's quite a few of them, but there's 2 different designs. You have one with the solid balloons and then you have one with the open balloons. Then this is the 6x6 layering stencil and clear combo. This is the Balloon Party that goes with that. I will be using Silver Star's Deco foil, on the block Happy and the stamp and the shadow, and then on repeat Birthday along with the coordinating die. Then I'm going to be using some Banana Cream Pie and Tropical Punch cardstocks. They're both brand new. Foam sticky circles and strips. Then I have Tropical Punch, Passion Fruit, and Oreo. Banana Cream Pie, Spearmint, and Peapod, and then along with the bitty blender brushes. These are what I'm going to be using for these cards today. I have my ink machine turned on to number 5 and it's heated up because the light is green. I've got my 2 Foilable card panels here and the Deco foil Silver Stars, and this is just, they're long sheets, so when you get the little tube of foil, it's long sheets like this. You could trim it down, but I already have 2 cards in here. I'm just going to lay it over it, and there will be a little bit of excess on the side. I'm going to close the carrier sheet, put this through the ink machine, and it's kind of slow, so I sped it up here. But as it runs through, it heats up, and when we pull this back, we're going to have beautifully foiled images. Look at those balloons. Isn't that just so gorgeous? Love, love, love this. Okay, now let's use the coordinating stencil. This is, again, the Balloon Party layering stencil and clear combo. So there's a stamp set that also goes along with this. So I'm going to tape this in place. This is the one with the solid balloons. So there's a total of 3 stencils. This one is only going to use 2 of them because one set of balloons is already colored in with the foil. I'm using the brand new Tropical Punch color and a bitty blender brush, and I'm just going to ink blend these. But I like to add a darker area on balloons like this and then a little bit lighter. And it's really easy to do with the bitty blender brushes. You have more control of where your ink is going to go. So I'm adding darker and lighter areas on the balloon just with the blender brush. Then I'm going to peel this back and then we can bring in the second stencil. And isn't that so, so pretty? Just line up with those balloons. I'm going to tape this in place. And then I'm going to use the Passion Fruit. This is a brand new color as well. And these 2 colors together are so, so yummy. And I'm doing the same thing, adding a little bit of a darker area and then just blending out from there. I'm not going to add any more ink. I just am using what's on that dark side and then lightly brushing to the lighter part of the balloon. So I'm not putting down as much pressure when I want the part of the balloon a little bit lighter. And I'm gently dabbing off the ink from the foiled areas. Okay, for the next card, we're using 3 colors. And that will be Banana Cream Pie, which is brand new, and then Spearmint and Peapod. And I'm just going to do the same exact thing. This card panel will be using all 3 stencils because there's no solid balloons in this. So again, doing the same thing of laying down a darker area and then just blending out with the lighter area. I really love these Foilable card panels because you can make a ton of cards really, really quickly. These cards did not take me long at all. I just, outside of picking my color combinations and that type of thing, once I was ready to put these cards together, it really went super fast, which is really nice. So this is a great way to mass produce cards, especially when you have something like a stencil. You definitely can get your coloring done much, much easier. And if you don't want to even waste the time doing what I'm doing with the lighter and darker areas, you just stencil it away and it's absolutely perfect. Now this is the Spearmint color. So, so pretty. And so now I have got the second stencil on here and I can blend out with this color on those balloons. And then the final color is Peapod. So bringing in a little bit of a darker green, and all of these colors are so pretty. This is such a pretty color combination. But as you can see, you've got that nice foiled edge on these balloons. And even though I used the silver stars, you can kind of get that speckled effect on the edge of the balloon, but you could also use a solid color foil for just the outline of this. Let's finish up this last balloon and then peel this back, and these cards are so pretty. These card panels are just stunning. Okay, now let's do our sentiments. Oh, there are sentiments in the 6x6 layering stencil and clear combo. And so these little tiny sentiments say hooray, wish, and yay. And I thought it'd be fun to just put those on some of the balloons. I'm only going to do it on this background. The other background I'm leaving how it is because we have those solid foil balloons. I'm also going to bring in some of the stars and then just stamp those on a few of the balloons. I will be trimming down this card panel just a little bit for the finished card design, but it's just kind of fun to add a little bit of something extra to the balloons because, like I said, the other one has solid foiled balloons, so to have some little stamped images on these is super fun. Now this is the On the Block Happy stamp, and I've got some sugar cube cardstock, and I'm going to ink this up with the banana cream pie. Then I've got a second one, and I'm going to ink that up with Tropical Punch and Passion Fruit. So I'm going to add one color on the top, one color on the bottom. I'm just using my bitty blender brush to just kind of blend that edge together between the two colors and then stamp that down. I'm going to do that one more time with the Tropical Punch at the top. Actually, I do it two more times, excuse me. And then again, just kind of blending that out. And then we've got this fun inked stamp set. Then I'm stamping the On Repeat Birthday with Oreo ink, and we're going to be using the coordinating dies to die cut these in place. So for the On Repeat Birthday, you can see that there are little register marks on the side, and that's what you're going to line your die up with, which makes this perfect. So the birthday has some uppercase and lowercase birthdays, and the die has a regular cut and then like the flag cut. All right, let's trim this piece down. I'm just trimming some off of the sides and the top because I want to be able to cut this in half and then spread it apart on an A2 sized card so it looks like it's two panels. So I'm just measuring what this is, and then I can cut it in half. And now we're going to have two panels, and you'll see when we put that together. Super simple, fun card design. I've got my sugar cube card base, A2 size. Then I have a piece of banana cream pie as a mat, and then I'm going to use the foam sticky strips to pop these up. So I'm just going to lay those behind, and then I can add this to the front of that. So there's going to be space on the side and space in the center. So we will see that banana cream pie card, that cardstock all the way around all the edges and a little bit in between. So now we've got two panels, but they still flow together. Then I have the Happy On the Block Happy popped up with foam sticky circles, and the birthday popped up with foam sticky circles. Okay, for this other one, I'm using a Tropical Punch mat. This is A2 sized. So I will adhere that down, and then I can just glue this foiled background directly to it. And the sentiments are both popped up again with the foam sticky circles. And I'm going to center that over the balloons, and then the birthday sentiment right underneath it. And so both of those have dimension, and then you can see this beautiful foiling on the background. That solid silver balloons are gorgeous. And then you have this with just the little pretty silver around the outside of the balloons, which is just as beautiful. Thank you so very much for stopping by and watching. You can find all of these products at the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com.